Hey guys, I'm in bed. Um, just thinking ahead things. Um, Thinking about the market. Market's basically, we're in a bear market right now. It's not looking too good because of inflationary concerns, the war in Ukraine. Um, just general market conditions are not really all that great right now with interest rates going up. Anyway, what I really wanted to talk about, I wanted to readdress Microvision, the stock that kind of misled me. So Microvision has a lot of different patents on different technology. Mostly for its LiDAR for self-driving cars. But there's also something they don't know that they have. It does concern some of the optical technology. So I tossed them an email about this too and never got a reply. And I think somebody decided to patent it already after I sent the idea. Anyway, the idea is that this idea for electronic hair. So instead of just having hair that is what do you call it? So you get a wig, you put the wig on, that's it, right? Now you look like a woman with long hair or a dude with long hair. But here's an idea that I had, is that you make the hair electronic. So you put a display on it, with a battery, a functional battery, Wi-Fi, and a couple of extra features. You want it to look cool. You want it to be kind of cyberpunky. It is cyberpunk. It's very cyberpunk, actually. But you want this thing to be functional. So I think Microvision has part of that technology. To make it happen. I really think that Microvision has a lot of potential. I'm surprised Craig. I know they were worried. Craig Hallum was worried about losing their investment, but they should have stayed in, man. They should have stayed in instead of pulling out. Eventually I probably would have pulled out too because of my financial situation. I kind of had legal issues or whatever. But that's besides that. I think, had they stayed in, easily that, they could have had some major buy-ins for that stock. As of now, we don't really know exactly like how many sales Microvision has made on its LiDAR technology. That's its main technology, for self-driving cars. They say by 2025 there'll be a major influx of self-driving cars. But here's the thing, and this is a thing for Microvision to read into, and the AI guys. Can you teach a car instinct? Can you teach a car to feel out the road? What if somebody just decides to be an aggressive driver or a predatory driver? I've dealt with predatory drivers before. Aggressive drivers is one thing, you can cut somebody off or, speed a little bit. I've seen that. I avoid, I say at the posted, almost to the detriment of my car. But some of these guys are predatory, they'll try to hit you. They'll literally try to hit you, Can you teach a car that kind of instinct where it knows this is a dangerous driver. And this is for the government guys now. You would have a system of labeling each car according to its plate with a scannable barcode so that the self-driving cars can actually read what kind of driver the car has. We're headed toward a surveillance state anyway. There's really not much we could do about it. I don't like the idea of a surveillance state. It's it's already happening though. We're kind of like eschewing our freedoms away one thing at a time. But with back to the technology for microvision, the hair component is what interests me. I thought about contacting Revlon to kind of throw the idea at them and see if we could, combine some of Revlon's assets with microvision's technology. It would be awesome. It would be awesome to do. Revlon, like a year ago or 2 years ago, I'm not sure now, lost out on a wire transaction, which is kind of odd that they would. It was seized by the government for some sort of loophole that they were like, oh, hey, that's $300 million. You screwed up this wire transaction. Yeah, we're just gonna take that Revlon cash. And I'm sure there was, who knows what there was no follow-up on it. I haven't seen any follow-up on that. But, that's the thing with money, once it's in large sums, you get so nervous about losing it. My philosophy on money has always been, if you have it, spend it. If you have it, spend it, but in corporate environments, you kind of have to be responsible to the company and to the people that are invested in the company. So you can't just short sell or, so who knows who made that decision? Maybe it was a group of people that decided to make that wire transfer. But anyway, forget that. Forget all that. That's ancient. Might as well be ancient history now. Yeah, so to get Revlon together and freaking microvision, Revlon's ahead of the game with, I don't know women's cosmetics very well, but to me, that would be an awesome thing for Revlon to have. And with some of the technology that microvision would develop. Microvision recently funded a lab. So I'm wondering if they have, sorry, I'm just laying in bed here. I'm kind of lazy today. I'm wondering if they could use part of that lab to experiment with that optical technology and make it, so the guy in the patent, right, that I read, that I was reading, he calls them ornamental devices, and I'm probably, one of these days, I'm probably going to have to dispute it. In fact, I'll leave that for the guy, that patented whatever technology it was. That you stole my idea, man. I'm laughing now, but I'll probably be crying in court. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, the idea is kind of to have a display where you could read back your cell phone and on the hair, so you could pull up your contacts and flick the hair. I think I've talked about this before, but I wanted to bring it up again, expanding on the idea. I wish I had a more mathematical mind to kind of like compute what not only what the schematic would look like, but what the what the technology would look like, how the battery would look like, what wattage you need. My concern with the electronic hair is that you could cause a fire, so somebody could get really hurt. This is one of the risks of the technology, is that if it shorts out, if you get water on it, somebody can get really hurt. So obviously that's a lawsuit. So it's risky to even propose this, because somebody could, have the hair on, and, you never know. And they would be fragile too. So, they'd be so fragile that, if you, say, tripped down the stairs and fell down, you would break it. And I mean, not only would you cry from the pain, but you'd cry that you broke your hair, your electronic hair. So, here's the idea. That's the idea with it, electronic hair. I'm throwing that idea out there for Microvision to experiment with optical technology. But again, we need to combine some of these ideas that obviously there's the money part, but I definitely think that what would be best would be that you have different companies come together, all to work on this technology. And it's not necessarily the money, it's the people that design the technology that inspire it and create it along the way. Giving credit where it's kind of due. I'm not like trans or anything, but my friend Jen turned me into a bit of a femboy from time to time. So I have this alter ego, Beverly, that I kind of channel from time to time. God, these teeth. That was another idea, and I'll put that out there too. Organic teeth. So these are just run of the mill, run of the thingy, porcelain teeth. They're false. I'm getting another one installed soon. But organic teeth would be, and I tossed this idea at a dentist, and he was like, "Oh, if we come up with it, I'll cite it for you. I'll cite you in the credit." I don't know what happened to that dentist. I forget if it was a dentist in California or a dentist in New York. I'm trying to remember this guy. I wish I could even give him credit for sharing the idea at all. There was a dentist in New York that I stopped going to that dentist. Long story, once the secretaries start laughing at random and not paying attention to you, it's just like, yeah, I think I'm out of here. And then they tell me, hey buddy, you really got to take better care of your teeth. Well, isn't that your job? Isn't that your job to take care of my teeth? That's kind of what I'm paying you for, man. I mean, I brush and everything, but I mean, these teeth have been neglected for so long that unless you have the money, you can't keep those teeth. You can't keep those teeth, man. Anyway, yeah, so the electronic hair idea, for Microvision to work with eventually. Maybe you had to have Revlon fund to help fund. Maybe have a way for them to both share in it. You know, whoever works on the battery is one thing, and whoever makes the adapters for it, you know, Apple and Android and Google went out. You know, and then and then you have the AI guys too that you know, with you know, the interface. I mean, the programmers, you know, have the interface they work on. So I'm kind of dancing around with ideas here, but you know, the AI guys for the self-driving cars is another thing. You know, I'm an outsider looking in. I've never even been to the Microvision building. I would be so enthralled to check it out and be like, yes, this is Microvision. Damn, this is Microvision. You guys are awesome. So I'm trying to get over the stock upset. I'm trying to get over it. So, anyway, it's 12:05. I had some Burger King, and that's my stock tip for the day. Go Microvision. Go Revlon. But again, you know, that's long term. They're both long term investments. You know, and don't know what if you're a short seller, day trader. I don't know, but long they'll do very well. Hell, I mean, the only reason I'm holding back is my personal financial situation. Otherwise, I would have kept what I had. I did get a little offended, though, that they didn't respond to that email. Anyway, Sean, signing off.